No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, there is a force that unites us all. Join the movement and let your lips do the talking with Aide Cosmetics, available on aidecosmetics.com.
So you think you in love with me, but I'm not the girl of your dreams. Cause I've been rocking and dodging the beat of love. Baby, I'm not the one for you. I'm not letting you on cause you know my truth. But I know just what to do for you. Cause when that Jones come down, eh, na 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 na, hey, ooh, na 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 na. When that Jones come down, ain't nothing you can do about it, hey, ooh, na 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 na.
Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to my sister circle as I'm throwing off my square. How's everybody doing today?
Hello.
I am your co-host, Orion, and our lovely host is Tawana. How you doing, sis?
I am doing really good today. Oof.
Right.
Woosah. Breathe,
Ooh.
breathe. Okay. I am good though. I had a good week.
Good.
Everything has been good. How are you?
I'm having a really good week.
So, let me just make sure everybody, can you guys hear us online? No. I'm just asking. Is Nee on? Okay. Let's bring her in. Okay. Hey, Nee, how are you? So she can't hear us? Okay, cool. So we are so happy to be here today. I had a great week. Did you have a great week?
I did.
So I do want to apologize to everybody real quick before we get into everything. We just want to apologize for all the technical difficulties today. I'm going to say let's just blame it on the flood. Let's just blame it on all
Everything
the rain.
is the flood's fault today.
Yep. It used to be
Everything.
COVID's fault. Now we can just blame it on the rain.
COVID and the flood.
And
Yeah.
the floods. Okay. So we're just going to say that. I know it's a little late, but we are still going to give you guys a fantastic hour. We are super excited to be here. It's Thursday. You know we always happy to be with you guys on Thursday. And we have, not only do we have me and O, okay, here, but we also have our amazing guest host, Miss Nee, who we had last week. If you guys missed the show last week, make sure you go back and you watch that amazing show from last week, because then you'll see how amazing Nee is and the reason that we wanted her back to guest host with us.
Yes.
Can we see her yet? Let's see.
Hey.
There she goes. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, y'all.
So we
I can't hear y'all.
You can't hear us, but you can see us. You can see us, but you can't hear us. That's okay. So we gonna keep going. That is the, we're not gonna allow the
It'll work out.
production mishaps. And it's not our producer. Our producer is doing a wonderful job. Some things just happen. So we just gonna keep moving.
Yes,
We just
indeed.
gonna keep moving. So what was the most challenging thing of your week
You know what? I think it was today with the storm.
today?
Yes.
Did you have no power?
I lost power for like a hot second,
Mm-hmm.
but it was where I was traveling to. Everything was delayed. So I got on the freeway this morning. I'm like, oh, yeah, we woke up early, dropped them
Wait,
kids
you were
off.
early and it still was delayed?
Woke up early, left my house, coffee in my hand, feeling good. Got on the freeway. I was like, oh, it's a flood.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that delayed me by like 20 minutes, was pushed
What?
all of my meetings for the day back 20 to 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, we can do this. We can do it.
20 minutes?
20
minutes is huge.
It is, especially
huge.
when you have everything scheduled, like 30-minute increments, and you have to drive to another destination. 20 minutes was major.
It is. So,
Yeah.
Nee, are you on now? Can you hear us? No? Not yet? Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. So, my the most challenging thing of my week, this particular week, was organization.
Okay.
I had
I was going to say, I saw that Najee came back from camp.
I had a
You
lot
got a
of.
busy house.
I do. Try to. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. We are having some technical issues. Okay. All right. We got this though. Organization far as just making sure everything was in alignment with my business meetings and everything that I had to do because I had a lot going on this week. Sometimes I'll stay in my office and try to gather myself, but it was a lot of hands-on with my phone and a lot of meetings that had to be scheduled. I think I said this before that I'm an assistant for my apostle. So a lot of her meetings, she had a busy schedule herself. So everything was just about organizing, making sure that everything was in alignment, especially with my schedule and with hers. Like sometimes I kind of double book our calendars and then I'll see her stuff and see my stuff and be like, wait, I didn't know I booked that. What is happening? This is not the same. And then realize that it's not my stuff, it's hers. And, so that was the most challenging thing of my week, organizing all of my meetings. So
I think I was looking at my phone today. I was like, God, I'm not tech savvy, but I want to thank you for this calendar that you've blessed me with in my phone because had it not been there.
What? Yes.
Yeah, because I was relying on like a planner, like handwritten stuff. But with work now, they give me a calendar that I can pull up on my phone. I'm like, this is
good.
I just want to say thank you. Even though it's full to capacity, it's such a blessing. Yeah.
Good. Okay. So, is Nia on yet? She will be? Okay. I hear you talking. Okay, perfect. So, I really don't want to move too forward without Neon because she is our guest host today.
Yes.
So we're going to improvise like we do.
As always, we can do that.
So today's topic is ghosting.
Yes.
And let's just at least go into how we came about this topic.
So I know we get on the phone and we like chop it up and we're trying to figure out like, what about this? What about that? So, my new obsession, and I'm probably like late to the game, is TikTok.
Okay. No, I'm super late then. You're not as late as me.
So I'm like the other night, couldn't fall asleep, waiting for my melatonin to kick in, and I'm watching this video of this woman, and she's like absolutely devastated because this man has ghosted her. So she goes on and makes like this long soliloquy about it, and I'm not trying to dumb down the fact that she was obviously very hurt. And I was like, so I guess this is like, and I go to the comment section because that's what always, that's where the juicy stuff is the comments. So I'm reading the comments, and one comment in particular stuck out, and she was like, this is how people, the woman that replied said, this is how people communicate now. You know what I mean? Or don't communicate. And I was like, wow.
That is something.
It is. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, I'm 37. I should be able to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And not ghost someone. I'm guilty.
Okay, so before we go
but I'll wait.
Before we go into that. Okay, perfect. So, can you hear me, Nee?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So deep breath. We was having some technical issues over here, and we said that we were gonna charge it to the fact that Detroit is the Metro Detroit area, and Detroit area is just it's flood city. It's just like a bunch of rain going on. We don't know what it is, so we just gonna blame it all on that.
It's raining there too, isn't it, Nee?
I haven't been outside.
Okay.
All day.
All day.
I love that.
Dope.
I want to trade.
I want to do that. Wow. It's not even to know it's raining.
No. I can look out this window.
That's very.
Let me look out the window.
You stay inside.
Yeah,
don't you worry. You stay in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, because we missed this part, what I need everybody to do that is online watching on each and every one of our pages, I need you guys, if you've shared it on Facebook already, I need you to make sure that you go in and you tag a few people in, tag them in so that they can see this show, because everybody, I'm not going to allow you to tell me you haven't. You all know that you ghosted somebody before, and not even on purpose, okay?
Look at
Even
me
if you're
looking at
big
the
on
camera.
communication. So I want you all to come in. And I want you guys to all come in, and I want you to make sure that you tag some people in. So go ahead and share it to groups and everything. Share it to the biggest groups that you always look at. I don't care if it's a cooking group, share it to that too. If it's a crafting group, share it to that. And tag at least 5 people in. So everybody that is watching, make sure that you tag those people in no matter what platform you're watching it on. Go ahead and tag those people in. To my people on YouTube, I just forget to say hello to them.
You know, I always forget too.
And then I see messages and comments on YouTube, and I'll be like, oh man,
Hi,
I'm sorry.
YouTube folks.
So hello everybody
Hey,
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Right.
Right, you guys hear me? Everybody, hello guys.
Hi.
And my husband always puts a comment in, and he says, I love you every week on
Aw,
YouTube, okay? And I
we
never
love that.
I never even see the comments. So I love you too, honey. If you already put it, I love you too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So because before we get to Sister of the Week,
Yes.
Nee, and before we get to what you're gonna do, because I told our guest 7:20, and because we've had some technical difficulties, I want to go ahead and bring her on.
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay. You want to just play her commercial first? Nee, can you hear us still?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Okay, perfect. I just want to say that.
Okay.
You see that
That was
commercial? Nee?
awesome.
Okay. Do you see that? Do you see that?
I just want to say that
Okay.
that commercial was so dope.
Awesome.
Okay?
Yes.
That
I love
commercial
it. I
was
love
amazing. So,
I was over here like,
exactly. That commercial was amazing. Okay. So, if you guys didn't know, what we are doing for the month of August, that we are promoting women business that are in business, okay?
Yes.
So, all women that are in business, we are promoting you for the month of August. So, we go around and we just try to pick women that we think is just doing an amazing job. Not only amazing job in business, but just an overall amazing person, how you carry yourself, the way that you promote women, the way that you promote sisterhood. And let me tell you, so, it was a little trying getting this job. It was a little trying getting this job done this time around.
Yeah.
Not because we had no one to pick, but because you always want to pick who you're led to pick. Okay. So, and then sometimes that what you're led to do doesn't work out because it's supposed to be somebody else. It's supposed to shine on somebody else.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So, when her name came about, it came about because the first thing I woke up in the morning and I saw this vision board party that they did. Like, that's the first thing I had seen when I woke up this morning. Is that vision
Wow,
board
that's
party.
awesome.
And that was a dope sign to
That's
me
awesome.
because that was like, that is promoting unity. That is promoting sisterhood. That is promoting the bonding experience that people need,
Right.
and doing it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So that was like the first thing that dropped in my spirit is that. And I knew it had nothing to do with Nee because Nee was going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Even though Nee was at the vision
Right.
board party, I knew who it was about. So, our amazing guest that we are promoting today is Victoria Winters. Yay! I am going to read just a little bit. She has 2 businesses. She has one called Winters Industries. That business is with her and her husband. And then she has another business called Divine Nine Apparel Company. Is that with her husband also, Nee?
Yeah.
Okay, so both husband and wife businesses.
Awesome.
That is a family owned business operated by. Oh, I'm sorry, that's right there. That information is right there by her and her husband. They're a traveling company and they attend conventions and trade shows. They switched over to online after COVID. And they employ interns. Check this out. They
Okay.
employ interns from HBCUs to help out with daily tasks.
Love it.
Ain't that so dope?
Love it.
That's
They
dope.
that is so
Awesome.
dope. So that's
Awesome.
amazing, and I knew nothing about that. So that was my first time reading that today,
Okay.
and I was like, oh wow, they get scholarships from them and everything.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Very
That's
awesome.
huge. That's huge. Okay,
Wow.
so we're gonna bring Victoria on, and she go. Wait, yeah. So she goes by Tori because
Okay.
I'm having a hard time saying Victoria. Like I'm
Okay.
just like, well, who is that?
Girl.
I keep thinking in my head like Victoria. Okay,
Right.
Tori.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and bring her on. Is she on? Okay. Oh, look at
Hi.
her. Hey.
Hello.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hi.
Dee,
How
can
are
you
you
hear
ladies?
her?
Yeah, I can hear her.
Okay, great. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, because you see we played your dope commercial, right?
Yes.
That
Thank
so
you for that. I'm glad you all enjoyed it.
Beautiful
who did
commercial.
that commercial, girl?
Thank you. Our videographer did it for us. His name is Paul from out of Tennessee. Yeah, he takes
Paul.
care of all of our projects and things of that nature.
Paul did an awesome
Okay,
job.
Paul, you did an awesome job. Okay, we're gonna plug you in for this show because you did an amazing job, Paul. That video was
Okay,
off
Paul.
the hook.
I'll be sure to pass on the information,
Yes,
definitely.
that video was awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, basically, as Dawana said, I'm Victoria, Victoria Winters, but I do go by Tori. That's my nickname. Um, I have a family-owned business, which is me, my husband and I. It's called Winters Industries. Um, and we also have a second company, which is a branch off of Winters Industries, which is imhbcu.net. That's very important. imhbcu.net. Basically, Winters Industries is roughly about 10 years old. We started the company because we would travel, like going to different conventions and things of that nature, because I myself am a Delta and my husband is a member of Omega Psi Phi. So we would go to the different conventions and things of that nature. We were already in the apparel company, just doing like a bunch of generic stuff, generic merchandise and things of that nature. But we decided, we're like, hey, it's a niche product, but how about we offer some things for the Divine Nine? And so that's basically how we birthed Winters Industries. It became a Divine Nine apparel company. So, but it's far from just apparel. We do more items. We do caps. We do like we have sandals. That was our name to fame. We first started with a sorority sandal, so we have one for all of the ladies. We have Delta Sigma Theta, aka we have Sigma Gamma Rho, Zeta Phi Beta merchandise and everything. But it started
Awesome.
with the sandal, and the business just kind of grew from there into t-shirts and things of that nature. I am HBCU kind of came about from Winters Industries because we had a lot of people going to our website, like, well, I'm not a part of Divine Nine, but I would definitely like to, support your company. So do you have anything for, HBCUs, any different colleges or anything? And we were kind of like, what if we create a brand geared towards, HBCUs, different, colleges and universities and things of that nature. So that's how imhbcu.net came about. We have a great time. So once we were doing the conventions and things of that nature, and we switched over after COVID, as Dawana mentioned, to online. So most of our things right now are online. We have a great time working with our interns and things of that nature. Helping us out with packing, fulfilling and stuff like that. So it's been great. We do offer scholarships to our interns who come and work with us, and yeah, it's been amazing thus far.
That is
That's awesome.
incredible.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
do you guys have any questions? I do have one question for her, but do
Go
you
right
guys
ahead.
have, Nee, you have a question for her?
No.
Okay. How long
Hey,
have you guys,
girl.
how long have you guys been in business?
Roughly about 10 years now.
That,
Awesome.
that's incredible.
Gosh.
Yep, yep.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
So I definitely. So do you
Thank you.
guys have when you guys have the scholars come out and intern for you guys? Do they intern for like the summer or throughout the whole year?
Well, it's actually based on the criteria in which they need because they actually get credit for
Okay.
interning with us.
Mhm.
So if they're just there for fall semester and they, receive credit that way, it's just kind of based on how many credits they need and things of that nature.
Okay.
Awesome.
And do you guys have any shows coming up? Because I know you guys do the shows and things like that. Go to the conventions and things like that, the trade shows. Do you guys have anything coming up?
Well, it's crazy you
Because of
say that because
COVID.
we actually yeah, because of COVID, but we actually just did the Alpha Phi Alpha convention, and that turned out to be that was a pretty good turnout. It was a way to kind of gear us back into action as far as being face to face with
Mm-hmm.
people because it was our first event since COVID. So
Okay.
yeah, that was really awesome there. That was probably about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So if someone wanted to do an internship with you, what are the steps or how would they need to go about doing that so that they could participate?
Well, really, if they just reach out to myself or my husband, via email, and they let us know exactly what they need and what department they're actually the curriculum they're a part of, as long as they just let us know exactly what it is they need, we can make it happen.
Okay,
Yep,
and
they
what's
pretty
your
much just
email
email us.
address? We want to plug that in for our college students that are interested.
It is info, info at wintersindustries.com. That's Winters with an S and Industries with an S.
Is it what the video that you sent me? Is that the email that you sent it from that email?
Yes,
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
that's
Okay,
correct.
perfect. So I'm excited about everything that you and your husband is doing. This is just incredible. Just to see the uplift in the community of HBCUs and things like that. Just to see the things that you guys do together. As a young couple married and listen, I'm gonna just say it, a young black couple married and doing business together, entrepreneurship and actually turning it into an amazing business. It's one more business that did you okay, don't you guys have another business? It's something else that I've seen lately. It's something else.
Slingshot. The slingshot.
Slingshot.
Slingshots, yes.
You got to plug that in
Yeah.
too.
Hey, well, let me tell you, girl, we are the jack of all trades when it comes down to it. We have, several others. We, airbrush and things of that nature too. But yeah, the slingshot business has really picked up. We started that in 2020. We basically just rent slingshots. We are in the Atlanta area. You rent them for a day, take
That's
them for a
awesome.
spin, have fun with your friends and things of that. Yeah.
Okay, so one more question because I did promise you only not this long, but one more question. How did the slingshot business come about? Because I just think that is
It's
so
awesome.
incredible.
Well, the slingshot business was more so my husband and a friend of his, they were actually thinking about renting out luxury vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that's a really big thing out here in Atlanta. So they were just thinking about renting out luxury vehicles. And then one day saw a slingshot and was like, hey, maybe we can get into that business. And it really just really took off from there. 2020 was really big. It was, because everyone was kind of inside, didn't have a lot going on as far as
Right.
events in that nature. So yeah, it was really good.
That is so incredible.
Awesome.
Anybody got any more questions for her before she goes?
Nah.
No? All right. So something I don't usually do, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. What do you, Tori? What do you think about ghosting? What's your take on ghosting?
How did I know you was gonna throw that in there? Wow. To be honest with you, I think it's based on the individual person. I don't think it's necessarily a wrong or a right thing. I feel like if you have to ghost somebody for self-preservation, then that's what you need to do.
Amen.
Okay.
I do feel like, communication is very important, but at the end of the day, you kind of know who deserves that. Sometimes it's not even necessary. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. So I kind of understand it from both ends of the spectrum. That's a really broad topic though.
I
can
agree.
go on and on about that one.
It is. Well, we are so happy that you decided to come on and share your business with us. We love to promote women in business and entrepreneurship. We think it's just amazing to continue to uplift our sisters in whatever they're doing. I'm super happy for the next journey, for the next chapter, for the next business that you post. I'm super excited about that because I know it's going to be more. Like you said, you guys are the jack of all trades. So I know that this doesn't stop here, and I know you guys are going to continue to push forward and just build, until your empire is just so big. So I'm excited for that. Stuff like that really excites me to see. People I just love it. Just love it and excelling at it.
Yes.
So congratulations on everything that you and your husband has accomplished so far.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I just like to say I appreciate you ladies for allowing me to use your platform. I really do think we definitely need more of this, in our community. So I really appreciate that. My husband is usually the talker when it comes down to these things, but I told him I have to step my game up. So I appreciate you, Delwana, for inviting me to do this. I'm a little bit nervous, but I just appreciate you for. Well, thank you, but I really enjoyed myself.
And I'm gonna just throw this in there real quick. Tori and Nee are best friends.
I love it.
Yes. So I asked Nee. I said, can you call her, please?
Yeah.
First, I called Nee and said, what's her schedule like? Like, is she open at 7 o'clock? Yeah. Nee was like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess, y'all are individuals, so can you call her, please?
I'm so glad. You know what? I frequent Atlanta a lot, so next time I come, I'm going to rent a slingshot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Ain't that dope? Tori opened her home to me. So some years ago, me and my sister-in-law, and then opened it to me and my husband. And I mean, just the bond, just clicking,
Beautiful.
And that's always important to me because we don't have to, it doesn't have to be the stereotype that everybody say about women not being able to get along. No, we entered into each other's space and was like, it was good.
Okay.
It was so good, everything. And I'm sure that was something that Nee didn't have to worry about because she knows both of us and knew that we would accept each other and love on each other. And it was just so amazing. So it's been that click ever since.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love that too.
I know, it's so amazing. So Tori, we thank you and we love you.
Thank
and
you
I'll
so
see you
much.
next month, Tori. I'm not
Thank
not
you.
coming. I don't care what flight get canceled. I don't care what flight get canceled next month. I'll be on the next one.
I know that's right. Love you, darling. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That is so amazing.
She's incredible. All right, so we're going to go to commercial real quick, and we are going to play Tori's commercial. Charlie, please. Guys, everybody that's tuning in, make sure you tag some people in. Do not get off. We was running a little bit behind, but we are about to go into this topic. So we are going to go to commercial. After we come back from commercial, we are going to listen. It's a busy one. So when we come back from commercial, Nia's gonna do a poem. It's gonna be incredible spoken word. Okay, you guys love her spoken word. So stay tuned for that. And then we're gonna go to Sister of the Week, and then we're gonna get into this topic real quick. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We hope that you are still with us, and we hope that you did not miss that awesome information that we just got from one of our guests, Victoria, about her business. If you missed it, please rewind and go to her website and see how you can support her. And now, without further ado,
Yes.
we are going to have some beautiful spoken word by our guest host, Miss Nee. Miss Nee, are you ready for us?
I am. Hey, how y'all doing?
There she is.
What's
Hey.
Hey. So this poem, it doesn't have a name.
Okay.
So here goes. I need emotional healing, so I'm kneeling on my knees to pray. Lord, could you lend me strength so I won't break? Understanding for the unchanging things, wisdom for foul situations, and patience, God, just so I can be patient. See, I need you to fill my blankness, because my heart seems to get hard as I live, and I'm not strong enough to deal. Lord, help me heal. Lord, fight my failing. Please be consistent on me. Remove these hearts from the bottom of my sleeve. Please be consistent on me. Mend these wounds that intentionally bleed. And please be consistent on me.
Oh my
That's all.
Consistent
goodness.
on me, okay? Yes.
Please
Yeah.
be consistent on me.
Yes. That last
felt that
part right
today.
there. Please.
Woo.
Okay,
All right,
be
I need to-
consistent on me. Please, Lord.
Got me welling up a little bit, Miss Nee. Please, Lord, be consistent.
I'm sorry.
Look, my eyeliner is not waterproof. Could you please today?
I wasn't.
All right, we
Okay.
weren't ready.
I didn't hear that one prior to, so I just didn't know. Please be consistent.
Yes.
That was incredible. So thank you. We gonna do that all
I
month.
think it was the
Oh,
take
dang,
the
I put
hearts
that
off my
pressure on her. I
sleeves.
put that
That's
pressure.
what did it for me. No, I need you to do that
We
for
need
me.
you to do
the
that
whole
every month.
Every
all
month.
every month.
Every
like,
month.
like not only song need, but we need a spoken word too.
You
I
know
got
what, but
y'all.
it's the cadence in your
It
voice,
is.
though,
It
that
is.
it just takes you
It
a
do.
little step further. I love it.
It do.
I need that every Thursday.
Thank you.
Ooh, you know,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Watch this.
We're gonna-
Watch this. Ooh, we should do just like a whole set, just like me on streaming from. That's dope.
Let's look at her.
Let's look. That's dope, me.
Whole set on what? To do
Whole
with
set,
the poetry set?
Just do spoken
Yes.
word, like and music, yeah, and your acoustic, the whole set.
See, somebody
like,
said very anointed
whole
and powerful.
set.
Isn't she?
Oh,
the-
wow. Thank you.
Our
I appreciate
producer
that.
said that he agrees with that. That's what you should do. You know, we should just hook that up. I don't know. We gonna
Okay,
have to,
let's set it up. Let's set
Or
it up.
you could
already
even
know.
come to
I'm ready
Detroit and we could have a My
go.
Sister Circle
You heard her?
poetry
You
slam
heard her?
type thing.
She said she ready. Hook it up.
Okay, but did you hear
Let's
the other
go.
part?
What we need to
Or
do?
she
Fly her
could
here.
we could fly you here, and we could have a My Sister Circle poetry
Sound like
spoken word
Fly me out.
night.
Fly me out. I'm trying to get
flew
flued out.
Okay,
Flew me out.
I'ma flew you out, Miss.
I'm trying to get flued out anyways.
That might
I
have to
am
be
not-
go. Charlie,
Right.
are you available to
get
produce
flued
that?
out?
Can we
I'm trying to get flued out.
that's
That
okay.
is budget for the flu out. We're gonna work it out.
We'll get
We're
her
gonna
here.
work it out.
We'll get her here.
Yeah, we will get you
We'll
here.
get her here. So we're going to set that up because I
Alright.
know. Because when you see stuff that say, I second that motion,
Yeah.
and ooh, her sound, and very anointed and powerful.
That means we gotta
that
do
mean
it.
That mean they want more. They need more.
It say Victoria
on
and
the
you
thing.
see,
Look
our
at
Cash
God.
App is sitting here on the screen. If y'all want her here, come on and sow the seed. Let's get her here.
We need to make
Let's
that
get
happen.
her here. No, we can make that happen. Though.
We're gonna make
that's
that
that's
happen.
easy to make.
No,
happen.
Okay.
I'm
That's
Pack
You
your
know, you
bags,
already
Miss
know.
Nee.
girl, look. You ain't gotta tell me.
You gotta
twice.
say, I'm already ready.
Look, I stay ready.
I love
You
it.
know it. This,
Already ready.
Cause she was ready for that. She
Yeah.
was ready to do the spoken word before I even was like, yeah, I think we'll have time to do it. She texted me like, hey, this
like
is what
it.
needs to be done. Cause she felt that. She felt that energy needed to be put in this.
I
in
like
this,
that.
Cause we love it.
See, somebody's
That's
already said
awesome.
she definitely needs to get
The
flued
Cash
out.
App
Yeah.
at the top say, bring Miss Nee. I love it. That's right, Jasmine. She definitely
love
needs to get
it.
flued out. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Too
All right.
funny.
So real quick, we're gonna go to our sister of the week so that we can get into our topic because my God, it's got to be almost 8:00.
It is. It is. That's okay. We got excited. That's
All right.
Yes, we are ready for our sister
They say
of the
please.
week.
They saying please flew her out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it.
Please.
Here's our sister of the week. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Is Brianna Claybrooks. She is a licensed cosmetologist and owns a business as a doula, which is called Bree of Life Doula Services. And I have a short bio to read from her.
Yay,
Hello, my name is
Okay.
Brianna Claybrooks. I'm 27 years old, and she's been married officially for 1 year.
That's dope.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She's a licensed cosmetologist since 2015, specializing in cutting hair from young kids to adults, men and women. And she has recently found a passion to become a doula. A doula is a trained professional, non-medical that assists women and family before, during, and after labor. We educate, support, empower people to give birth on their terms. I love that.
Period.
Yes.
Yes,
She
Brianna.
says, I have always had a serving spirit, and I'm grateful to have found my doula
Yes.
work.
Come on their terms.
Come on,
On their
Brianna.
terms.
On
But
their
this
terms.
is what gets me, right? Me and Dewana know her from church. So when I see her, I see the little girl
Little
that had
Brianna.
little Brianna with pigtails and the balls in her hair. And she used to always come and ask me, can I hold the boys? Because I have twin boys. And I'd be like, please, honey, take them. You know what I mean? But how beautiful is it? 27 years old. This is serious.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be biased, but I'm going to just say that. Black women,
Eh,
daggone it.
Come
Y'all
on
are
now.
killing it with these businesses
Killing
and
it.
making it happen. There's nothing like there's nothing like women, but there's nothing like black women.
It's amazing, you know.
Amazing
It's amazing.
work.
You can be
You know?
biased to your own.
I'm sorry.
You know,
I know y'all
sometimes.
might feel like I might not count because I look like buttermilk and I'm pale. But listen, okay, I count and we're doing it. That's all there is to it.
Nee, did you hear her?
We all count.
Yes.
We do.
You can't not count.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
thank
what make
you.
us so beautiful because we all
We
of the
are.
shades. We can make any shade. We can
Yes.
make any color.
Come on.
So
Absolutely.
you can't take away from the power of that.
Come on.
Thank you.
Come on. That's
I
right.
feel that.
You
But
know,
I'm proud of
you know
you,
that's the
Brianna.
power of that. We can make any shade.
That's
Yes.
right. Congratulations,
Nobody else
Brianna,
can.
on being our sister of the week.
Yes.
Congratulations on allowing women to do it their way. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
their birth their way on their own terms. However, their family choose to do it. If they choose to do it in the house, they choose to do it in the hospital with medicine, without medicine. If they choose to do it doing whatever, if they have anything in the room that they want, it's up to them. It's their child. It's what they're bringing into the world. So
And this
I
is the
appreciate
new,
that.
this is the new thing, like hiring a doula, giving birth at home. You hear about it more and more. A lot more black women are opting to not go to the hospital because they can do certain things at home and be comfortable. So if you are expecting or looking for a doula, look for Brianna, and get some information from her. I don't think Brianna is in Michigan. I think Brianna is in Indianapolis, Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. But nevertheless, reach out to her and get some information for her.
Because our producer Charlie and his wife,
Yes.
they have a midwife because they're expecting and they'll be having their baby a home birth.
Yeah.
and so that's
Wow,
incredible.
nice.
And maybe
that's
she's
what's up.
willing to travel. We never know.
So she's not in Michigan anymore.
I don't believe
Oh,
so.
wow.
We'll have to get some more information from that.
So let's go on to our topic because I'm sure Charlie, how long do we have? Okay,
This
great.
topic, Lord.
Before we
Right.
talk about this topic, I just need to go over this one question real quick. Where your mother said she cannot tan, poor baby.
Mom, stay out of my business. Log out. Log out quickly. And we're moving on.
Yes.
She said she cannot tan, poor baby. All right, moving right along. Nee, what's our topic for
Yes.
today? Whoa.
Sock it to us,
To
me.
go to ghost or not to ghost.
Okay, so
Take
Go ahead.
so my name still, it says Victoria on the picture when you put it up.
Oh, okay. So, Charlie. Okay, he's gonna change it. Can you hear Charlie as well?
No, I can't
Oh
hear
no.
Charlie. Hey,
Okay.
Charlie.
He's gonna change it now. So,
Thank you.
okay, cool. So let's go ahead.
Yeah.
I did send Charlie over a definition that I pulled up from Google about ghosting and what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and just tackle it when he get. Oh, he got it up there.
Here we go.
So I can't see that.
Ghost or
Ghosting,
not
the
to
practice. Yeah, ghosting, the practice of ending a personal relationship with someone by suddenly and without explanation withdrawing from all communication, and it gets no more cut and dry than that.
Yep, that was what it was. So let's go ahead and start with me.
Okay.
All right. Let's do
You're
this.
so funny.
Let's just try to
Start with me.
let's just
You
get to
know
the
I'm the ghost.
So we get that out the way. So
I love
Nee,
it.
you're the ghost.
I second that. Amen.
All right. So what so because you're the ghost, Nee, what does that entail on your end? How do you see that? What does that look like to you?
Okay. So I'm gonna
Trying
say
to get
this.
serious.
Right.
No, because I have to, because I don't want it to be misconstrued, because a lot of people have their own reasons why they feel I stopped communication.
Okay.
It's the vibe for me.
Yep.
That's number one.
That's
Okay.
it.
Number two, I'm quite sure in other situations where I feel like the vibe is, what? Give me the question.
What does ghosting look like to you?
Ghosting looks like to me someone not talking to somebody
Okay, so the line of communication has been cut off.
has been cut.
Okay, but let's just to understand, ghosting is you've had communication
Yes.
with someone. Now, did you have communication? And guys, I'm not asking these questions as if I don't know. I know, but I'm just okay.
Yeah,
I'm doing my
shit is
job.
trying.
Okay. Is it based off of you've had serious communication and then you kind of ghost that relationship? That's what it's based off of?
Absolutely.
Nee, is that what it's?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
I think that you just kind of end it.
Abruptly, right?
Abrupt. Well, I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for myself and why I do it. So if you asking me personally, why do I do it? Then I can say it's a number of reasons. Like I said, it's the vibe for me. I can always feel when it's a shift and change in a relationship, be it a intimate relationship or a friendship or a family ship. It's no one's exempt for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dewana, you know this.
I agree.
And I'm gonna say this. I used to suffer from panic attacks, anxiety attacks, like to the point where I couldn't breathe, I couldn't catch my breath. But I've learned how to control my breaths. But these thoughts, they still do what they want. So if any time I feel that it's a confusing situation, or you really don't really rock with me for real, and I gotta kind of guess, do you really rock with me, or I'm just gonna move out the way. So in that respect, that's what I do. I just get out your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and because I know I know what type of friend I am to people.
Right.
And I don't feel like I have to beg to be that person to somebody.
Right.
You took the words right out of my mouth. For me, it's like, I don't, learning to be better with my words and communicating. Now, a couple years ago, I used to call myself Houdini, right? Because took a lot of prayer and supplication, Miss Nee. But listen, in a heartbeat, I would, because the same thing. If it feels funny, if you start acting strange, I sever it abruptly, like a leg we got to cut off. Because it's like this. If I feel like you're acting strange, I'm too easy to communicate with, right? So if you start acting distant, then I have to counteract your distance, and then I got to disappear. And I'm going to blush you in my disappearance, right? But I'm just like, it feels kind of funny. You're acting kind of strange. Let me just remove myself, and you go on and be blessed. And sometimes I even take it a step further, and I also ghost you and block you. But I'm working on that in therapy, right? Because we got to be transparent. So
Listen.
I'm human. I'm not
Oh.
perfect. I'm human.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be really honest, and I'm so big on communication. I didn't always used to be big on communication because it's not that I wasn't. I just was real quick to cut you off, and maybe not without. I would always do it with communication. Like I'm just yeah. This is why I'm done, and this is what it is. But I have been ghosted before, and I've been. I'm not ashamed to say that I have been ghosted before, but it was because, and then the person came back to me and told me the reason, and it was a misunderstanding. It was something that I said that offended them, and but it was a misunderstanding, and they kind of like cut me off, and because of my cutoff game at the time, it's not as bad anymore because I'm huge on communication now. So my thing is so anyway. So because of who I am, it was one of those. Well, that wasn't the case at all, and you moved out the way, and I didn't know it was called ghosting at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, you kind of left the situation, and I'm just like, okay, well, it is what it is. I'm not pressed, and it was just like one of those situations. So I've been ghosted before. I can't say that I've been the person that have ghosted someone because, again, I'm huge on communication, and I get exactly what you guys are saying. Like when the vibe is like, and you just cut it off, but I'm like, okay, well, what's up? And this was an issue with me, and this is the reason that I can't bang with you no more like that.
I feel like I'll make it. What I'm finding is I'll make exemptions for women, but I will not do that for men.
Yeah,
I absolutely.
I get it.
It's like I'm because I'm laying the groundwork for who and what I am prior to knowing you. So if at any point in time that wavers, I don't need to have a discussion with you about anything. So I cut it dry. Now, I know that sounds terrible. For women, I won't ghost a woman, but a romantic relationship, you act strange, Houdini.
All right, so let me move on to the next question real quick. Go ahead, Nee, because we only got like 10 minutes, so let me move on to the next question.
No, go ahead. Go to the next one.
So, is ghosting the proper name?
I think so.
I don't think so. I think I think the boundaries. I think that it gets a bad rep because it's like, oh, you ghosted me, so now I got an attitude, now I'm feeling the type of way. But I think people don't even go back in their mind and figure out what it is that you did to even allow this disconnect.
That's it right there.
Like, you can't sit up here and think that you did nothing. And then if I did something to offend you, you should say that to me too.
Right.
It's a matter of
what I'm
having
saying?
accountability.
Yeah, that's real. And I could take because I'm
Because you the ghoster.
You said
Don't
it. You want to be Houdini twins because
girl, okay, boo. Listen, we are, because let me tell you something. If the vibe ain't right, I gotta fly.
If the vibe ain't right, you can't
fly. Yes.
It's flight, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta go. Cause it's like, I feel it. I'm so, like, I'm a feeler. Like, I can feel it. And it's like different people change in different ways and different reasons. I don't know why. Sometimes I think that maybe it's an extra something that they feel for me, or an extra something that they feel for me. Like, either you start not liking me or liking my moves, or
and
start
noticeable.
liking me and liking my moves.
It's definitely noticeable.
It is. Because you
It's
can't go
noticeable,
from talking
like-
to somebody every single day and then it's 2 days, 3 days. My rule book is this. You have 48 hours to say something.
Baby.
You've got a hot 48, like that show, The Next 48 Hours. And after 48 hours, oh my God, I don't even know who this person is anymore because you no longer exist. Look, as I get older, my tolerance level is like,
Oh my God.
finish somebody's hairline. You've got 48 hours.
So after 48 hours, like,
You
their
go
name
on
is
and you
out.
be- I don't
So their
even know
name is
you,
out of
like
your phone and
Jesus.
everything. Oh,
I never knew
got
you.
I got that.
Be
Is
blessed.
Dang. But I'm not too big for a conversation though. That's what, like, I don't like the feeling of it, but I would cut a electricity cord that's in the wall.
Yep.
If it feel, I would
love
be,
it.
I'll cut it off. You know what hurt me? I'm gonna cut it, man.
I love that.
I would cut it.
I
And
love
because I
that,
can't,
though.
because anything that threatens my emotional space, I am really trying to be in control of my emotions. I am trying to heal myself from the inside out. I am working on
Right.
myself. So
Yeah.
anything that I feel is in counteracting, like if it counteracts what I'm trying to do, you're not for me and I'm not for you. And I can
That's
understand
right.
that people
I
are season,
agree.
reason, and lifetime people.
Yes.
So I can be okay with whatever you came in my life to give me, and whatever I came in your life to give you. Maybe that's done. Like I can accept that, but those connections though, I do be like, dang, this one too, like dang, you know.
See, I can accept
Better luck next
exactly what
time.
she said as well, but I like the communication of it. And I know everything doesn't have to, my husband tells me this all the time, but I know everything doesn't have to end with how I want it to be. But I'm just like, we could have just communicated that, you know. And I made a post the other day and said, know the difference between a default relationship and authenticity.
Yes.
Know the difference, because there's a difference. Sometimes we just don't have an option to, you know, this is not an option. It's just default.
Yeah.
But everything is not authentic. And so and sometimes I just be like, oh, I wanted to communicate that, but it's not always, the other person doesn't always know how to communicate. This is not what it is, you know. And I'm okay with that, like Nee said. But that usually is my issue.
But just like what Victoria said, some people know what you can get amnesia if you want to, that's fine. But I feel like we are getting to the point where we are seasoned. I don't like the word old. We're getting too seasoned to inform people of how they wronged us. If you're not cognizant that your communication is lacking, and if you start acting different, and then I, in turn, to protect myself, like Nee said, turn away from that and leave it alone, I don't think I owe you an obligation as to say, like, hey, Brittany, such and such happened and you disappeared for 3 days. No, you know that you were acting strange.
Yeah.
You knew that you cut off communication with me, so now I have to bury you mentally.
Yeah.
And it's been great, and
Facts.
you go on and be blessed.
Yeah.
Why do I have
And
to
it's
keep
never-
reiterating to people what you've done? You know what you've done.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for me, I never, for me, when those people, if I said I love you, if I rocked with you hard, especially if I was talking to you every day, I never have any bad wishes for you. I promise you, I wish you succeed. Everything you working on, I hope that it's successful. I'm rooting for you, but just not in the same boat as me, because I don't even know what I did or what you did. I don't understand what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, nah, I'm rooting for you though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that everything that you want, everything that you're looking for, you get. I'm wishing the best for you. I ain't got no ill will toward none of them. It ain't never no beef. It's just like I have to protect my emotions. Like I said, my mind is overthinking like constantly. So I'm not about to allow somebody I'm not even intimate with a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, to affect that. You gotta go. Like, this is weird. Like, this is weird. And then you have people that be, ghosting you, but the internet has made it to the point where they're not really not talking to you because they're watching your every movement.
Yes. And that
So
part
it's like,
right there.
That's another part. Not only do you get the opportunity to ghost me, you now get the opportunity to be blocked on all
'cause
social
you don't have
networks as
access
well.
to me anymore.
I don't even play those types of games with people, and it sounds petty, and I
Dang.
don't mean to be petty, but it's like you have to teach people what's acceptable.
Oh, absolutely.
And you
Boundaries.
Boundaries is my favorite word. I'm gonna get it tattooed right here. Hard boundaries. You're not stepping over them. I'm not playing games with you. It is what it is. If you allow people to disrespect you in small ways, it goes from here to Mount Kilimanjaro, and we don't have time.
I'm an entertainer, so I'm gonna entertain you. You can watch, 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 you can watch. I ain't gonna block you. I need you to see this black
Charlie said you are hilarious.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me ask the next question, because we got 8 minutes, guys. Charlie said 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Y'all know Charlie got a wife and kids to go home to. We gotta get him out the studio on time. 9 minutes.
Okay.
We love you. We appreciate that 1
got
minute.
another
Okay.
minute.
Okay. So the next question is, who are you ghosting? Like what? Look.
I don't want to say it, Miss Nee. I'm like,
Who are you ghosting?
We're not doing that.
No.
The people that's getting ghosted.
we say no names.
Nah, that's not fair.
Okay.
Heck, you know. You
All
can
right.
say something else on this. This is a Christian show, girl. Get off.
I will say,
I'm
this
done.
because I was corrected like in mid thought when I said I've never ghosted someone. I guess it was a lie because I've like cut dudes off instantly. So I guess that was a lie. Like, but I guess I didn't realize. I think I told Nee this earlier. I didn't realize it was ghosting. Like I'm just like, nope.
No.
So I guess who I have ghosted before. People I don't connect with. You know, I didn't
Is
have.
that?
I don't. No.
You said what's his
No,
name?
I'm not gonna give. It's because it's several. It's several names. So I would. Nee, don't do that. Nee, don't do that. Nee.
You just asked me who I was ghosting, but you don't want to say who you ghosted. It's a
No,
private thing.
no. Because a lot of them I'm still Facebook friends with. That's not right.
Oh no, I'm not friends with anyone.
They know they got ghosted.
So I think it's the connection. Like she said, I'm not vibing with them, and some of them just do really. It's not compatible. It's really ignorance that I don't like. I don't like to tolerate BS. So once it becomes like a BS situation, and you, I mean, I don't like to tolerate just crap, and so once it becomes that. I'm not a ghost. I haven't ghosted a guy because it's something that I don't like about him, far as appearance or things like that. No, I've never done anything like that. But you know, just like something you said that was just like if you said something that was just off the chart, sexual, just right off.
Oh, you're gone.
It's just a wrap for me. You know, that's not. I'm not impressed. I've had better things said to me. I'm not. You know, I didn't. Christian network or not, I didn't tingle down there. Nothing happened when you said it. It was just nothing. So it's like I don't. Now that's worth ghosting, as we can use.
No, even if you're inconsistent. For me, like at the beginning of the year, I was talking to someone. He disappeared for 3 days. Now, guess what I get to do?
Yeah.
Casper the Friendly
Bye-bye.
Ghost. It was so
Wait, did
nice.
we high five on that?
Yes,
we probably
we
shouldn't
did.
have high five.
I'll high five myself. It was nice knowing you, brother man. No, I'm not doing that with you. And then you don't get the opportunity to come back and, oh my God, did you die? Did a family member die?
Did you die?
Did you die? Did a family member die? Were you in traction? Were you in the emergency room? Did you break a limb? If none of those things apply, it was nice knowing you.
It's so funny that we have a man producer because he gets to laugh at all the craziness that comes out of our mouth. And you know, sometimes we be in the studio afterwards and we be like, sorry I said that. Sorry I said that on your network. sorry that came out my mouth on your network. And sometimes he just gives us a shaking of the head. And sometimes he's like, you okay. You know, it's not that bad. But it's always interesting to hear a male perspective in our ear. Because you guys, Charlie just keeps it real. So I appreciate that about Charlie. All right, next question. Let's see. Okay, good one. What does ghosting say about a person?
I won't say that I think it's someone. Now, I think there are instances where it just means that you don't have the capacity to fully communicate like an adult. I will say that there are some instances like that. But I think also, like our guest earlier said, sometimes there are extenuating circumstances where people really just deserve it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think it's on a based on per situation type thing. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't think it says anything bad.
I think that it says, I mean, it can say a lot of things depending on why people do it. Like, yes, it could, you don't have good communication skills. It can say that. It can say that, look, they just don't care at all. It can say, you hurt my feelings. It can say, our connection is bad. It can say a lot of things. But what Tori said, Tori told me, she was like, you need to stop giving people access to you. And I, you know, I'd be like, because I'd be cool. Like, if I feel a connection with somebody, I'd be like, oh, yeah. And then they'd be like, dang, this one too. Damn, okay, cool.
So listen, so
Peace.
we got a comment that says from our producer. He sent me a message and he said, so it says two things about you. Either you're a coward and don't want to say what's really on your mind, or you just don't want to deal with it anymore because it's just too much and not worth it. So I think a lot of times,
That's perfect.
I think a lot of times it is just not worth it.
Yeah.
You know, like Tori said, the access, we do have to stop giving people so much access to us, so much power on our feelings.
Yeah.
You know, we do. And a lot of times we do that because once you allow your heart into it, you become vulnerable anyway. You know, you allow your heart to be in a situation, and then that is the access. That's the key. You gave it to them. And
my heart always be in it.
Exactly. It should be when you're dealing with people in that way. Yeah. So when you give that key to somebody, you know, that access is already granted. But I think we have to just start boundaries. You know, making sure that we give those. Say these are the boundaries for access to my key.
Yeah.
Here are the boundaries, and lay them down. But it all boils down to communication.
Communication.
I don't be feeling like people gonna be honest. Like
I agree with you. I
don't
agree.
think people gonna be honest, and
because
I know
most of the
who I
time they
am
don't know what
when
they
people be
don't know
lying
what
to
they
me.
want. Most of the time they
I
don't
don't
know
think
what
people
they
be
want.
honest, man.
Yeah.
And if I feel like people lying to me when I'm trying to, you know, communicate, or if I feel like people are dismissive of my feelings, that's gonna send me to a whole Tanisha. That's gonna be Nene. Nene gonna be like.
But see, that's a red flag too.
"Girl."
If somebody makes you feel funny when you're trying to be
I don't got
honest with them,
time.
then you should know right then and there, I gotta cut you off. If I feel anything that disrupts this in communicating with you, you have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
let me see, because I know we only got a few minutes. Let's see. I'm gonna ask two questions, and then I'm gonna read these. We're gonna read these comments real quick.
Okay.
So then you just don't want to deal with it anymore because it's just too much and not worth it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we kind of went over that already. Do you give someone a warning before you ghost them?
No.
I don't. I think it contradicts
I
ghosting.
usually try.
But doesn't
usually
that
try.
contradict ghosting?
No. Even if it did
No.
contradict it.
It doesn't. What's? Oh, okay. So let's see. Is the question? Let's see. Are we asking a question as, have you given? So neat. I hate to go back to this because you're the ghoster.
It's okay.
But listen.
Don't say that. Okay, because you know me. We've known each other since 7th grade. You know
I'm
this
using
is how I
that
operate.
you're the ghoster because that's what you used at the beginning.
I said I am the ghost.
Okay. You're the ghost? Okay. So, okay.
Christmas past.
Okay. Okay, so listen. So are we asking the question, Nee, you gave this question, right? So are we asking the question, do you give someone a warning before you ghost? Like, are you saying, have you given warning signs prior to this happening? Or are we saying, do you tell somebody, you know what, I'm not even about to mess with you no more? Or have you constantly given this person chance after chance before you ghosted them?
I'm laying the groundwork beforehand. If I'm telling you inconsistency will really get you meaning gone, and you're inconsistent, then I've got to turn into Casper. It's just
I got to turn into Casper, she said.
But I feel like, if you tell a person, like, that's like me saying, like, hey, you know what, Tawana, I really don't such and such. And you're like, okay. And then you keep persistently displaying that characteristic, all bets are off. You're done.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
And that's usually what people do. No, I agree with her. I agree. That's usually what I do. Like, I express like, well, such and such and blah, blah, blah. I don't really, I don't want to. And then it's like, poof.
Yeah.
And I think because my nature before the poof is so giving and so open and so, I think that people don't expect it, or I don't know. And I always be like, I got two sides. I got another
Oh,
side.
you want them, and then you. I'm giving you the genuine side.
Yeah.
But if you keep
Because
on
I'm
doing,
genuinely both of
cause
them. I'm both of them.
yeah, I listen. I understand.
I'm both
And
of them.
my cutoff is just so. I know people say that all the time, but I just be like, it is what it
makes
is.
me feel bad because I feel like, God, like, I know that doesn't feel good, but like Miss Nee said, the part of me that you get before all that is loving, is kind, is open, and willing to talk to you and non-judgmental. So then if you forsake that and you turn on that other switch and now I've got to be ugly and be like, well, you no longer exist, that's your fault. That's not my fault.
true.
Because I tried to give you the portion of myself that was all sunshine and rainbows and smiley faces. And now,
Yeah.
you get what you get.
So we're going to read a few of these comments, and then I'll come back and see what we have left on this sheet. I'm going to get some glasses. Let me
Here we
see.
go.
You know what, Charlie? You see some already?
I do.
go
Okay,
ahead.
so John J. Davis said, could 48 hours be too short of a time period in general? Someone's phone is off or they have a medical emergency.
Well, she said that.
Yeah, you better be in the hospital with broken limbs.
Whole thing.
Oh,
Traction.
dang.
A bus
Right.
better have hit you.
Golly.
Because you
That's
got
it.
48 hours to say something.
All right. Donna said, ghosting is when you decide in your mind that you're done with someone and you never reach out to them or allow them to teach you by any form of communication. Then we have Debbie says, peace of mind comes in variety of choices. My peace is more important, not a coward. Listen, I agree.
Now
Peace.
this one is, even after the cutoff, they pop back up. Now that is so true. I have blocked, deleted, disappeared, and all of a sudden it's, do you have time to talk?
And then
for
she asked a
second?
question. She said, is that a sign or distraction?
You're a distraction.
I don't
Satan
What's a
himself.
distraction?
She said, even after the cutoff, Jasmine said, even after the cutoff, they pop back up. Is that a sign or distraction?
It's a distraction because for
open to
me,
a conversation.
I'm
remember
open
the
to a conversation.
Remember
I'm
the
open.
disrespect.
Oh, you're not open to the conversation?
About what?
Okay, listen.
About the disrespect.
It's like,
You're not giving no grace?
I do believe in grace and mercy, but the tolerance. See, this is the thing. If you disrespected me by not communicating with me in the first place, you have now forked over your opportunity to communicate with me any further. You're not going to disrespect me.
Let's just say this real quick. For Jasmine, I'm gonna say this. Our producer said grace was before I cut you off.
Well, you preaching it.
No, don't do that. Don't agree with him right now. Jasmine, I'm going to say this. It's not always a distraction, but I think you have to use your some wisdom in accepting someone coming back to you, depending on what the conversation is, depending on what the apology is, depending on how much you are willing to take. I think it's definitely okay to be open to a conversation. It's okay to be open to an apology because everybody seriously deserve a second chance. I don't think it's always a distraction because I just believe that I've done some things to people at times that I appreciate the second chance. I appreciate the grace. I appreciate them being allowing me to explain my side, and because it could be that I was having a bad moment, a bad season. I could have been just jacked up to all the way around where hurt people hurt other people, and I was that person to hurt you because I was jacked up. And I just think that it should be open for communication. If we all the time have a zero tolerance and all the time have to where we are saying it's a distraction because you was a cutter. I think then there will be no relationships could be restored.
Of course, that's true.
but if they feel like that, then no relationship can be restored anyways because it's already gone. Like if you feel disrespected, that's another thing. Like it's some people that I will hear you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But at the same time, if I feel like your vibe is an envious vibe or you really don't rock with me, you ain't never got no chance. Because
So,
I don't
and
even
I
let for real people.
I get that
People don't
though.
understand like how closed my circle really is because of how open I be to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a connection that I have to feel with people. Some people get in by default, like you said, but sometimes I have a connection with people, and those connection I want to explore because I'm like, why am I connected with people? I don't connect with people for real. Why don't you know? You know what I'm saying? Like I am an entertainer, so of course I am personable. But when it
see-
comes down to talking to people on the phone all the time, I don't do that.
But see, that's the other thing too. Sometimes people will capitalize off knowing that you are loving and kind. Yeah. Example, I
Yeah.
had someone do that to me, and I was like, you know what? Okay, I will hear you out. Then it's now your second time ghosting me and disappearing.
No, but
you're
hearing,
finished.
but hearing them out doesn't.
know?
Yeah,
but
you
hearing
done.
them
You
out,
gotta go.
Hearing them out
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean you give them a second chance to be back in your life.
Right.
Hearing them out means, okay, I am open to just hearing what you have to
Absolutely.
say, and not just off rip saying. Now there is certain situations where if you for real do feel like Nee said, it was envious or person or things like that, then those things are just not worth going back to. And I'm not saying that those people don't deserve second chances or grace as well.
Right.
It just has to be what you're willing to allow back into your space.
Yeah. I will always hear
Yeah.
you out, but the access to my life will be completely different.
Oh, absolutely.
It will be
Absolutely.
it will be
And that's got to be
totally
proved.
and utterly different.
You have to prove to me, you have to build trust back up with me to be able to get any type of access back. And I have someone that's in my life that it's with a wooden spoon. I
Absolutely.
can touch you from there. I check on you. You check on me. But anything trying to get into my space, into my circle, you're not allowed there anymore. You ruined those chances, and I'm okay with that. I like Nee said, I still wish you the best.
Absolutely.
I'll still
real,
if
for
you
real,
come
for
up
real.
if your business, I'm talking about, I'll still share your business. I'll even still purchase something from you.
Yeah.
But far as
I might not do all that.
I may if I need it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
not, yeah. If I need it, I'm gonna do it. Will I still plug you? Will you be the person that I plug first? No, I'm sorry. Will I still? Will I
man.
still? It's certain stuff that you just can't have
Anything
access
that's an
to.
infringement on my peace and that disturbs my
Yeah.
peace and harmony, or your mind is a very delicate tool in your body. So anyone that can manipulate your mind with, now I'm here, and you allow them to treat your energy and your space and your time like a revolving door, you're setting up yourself for failure.
Yeah,
because they're going
I
to
agree.
continue they're going to set a precedence, they're going to continue to play with you and play games and keep on coming in and out, and you have to be like, you know what, I gave you an opportunity. Not just in romantic relationships, with friends too, because I've had friends do this to me. And I said, you know what? I love you and I will always love you, but we got to cut this off. You cannot treat me like a revolving door.
I've cut it
if
off.
You're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out. And I'm telling you, you
Get
got
out,
to stay
then.
out. Yeah, you got to stay out now.
I've definitely cut friendships off. The same
Dang,
same way I've cut a romantic relationship off. I've cut
Absolutely.
a friendship off. It's just not worth my peace. It's just not worth the time that I put into friendship.
Yeah.
The loyalty that I have for friendship. It's not worth
For
that
real.
because seriously, I don't have a big circle, so someone else could be getting that
Yes.
from me.
Yes.
And I
Right,
can't put
right,
that type
right.
of energy into somebody that's not doing the same for me.
And if the shoe was on the
Right.
other foot, if the shoe was on the other foot and you were doing to them what they were doing to you, I guarantee you they would do what is best to protect themselves.
Absolutely.
So the same energy that they put into protecting themselves is the same steps you should take to protecting yourself.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So this is what I want you guys
absolutely
to do. We have a lot of comments that we are not going to get through. I appreciate everybody being online. What I want you guys to do is I want you guys to type up this for me. Even once the video ends, I want everybody to do this. Even Nee, if you can log on Facebook that you don't go on, but do this for me just this one time.
Okay.
Early signs of ghosting someone. I want you guys to just type that in the comment section because we don't have what does that look like to you? What are some early signs of ghosting someone? I just want you to type it in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this show. Let us know, okay, on our page. I want you guys to let us know if you want us to fly Nee out to do a spoken word, just like a whole thing, okay? If you want us to fly her out. We're going to fly her out anyway, but I just want to hear from you guys because I heard it from so many that was online today. Nee, do you have anything to say before we close out?
Y'all are beautiful. Y'all trying to get me flued out.
Yes.
No, we're not trying.
No.
We're going to get you here.
That's going to happen.
We're going to get you here.
Yeah, I'm talking to the people in the
Oh,
comments.
Jasmine said this was the best episode. I love that.
Jazz.
Come on, Jazz.
Awesome.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say before we close out?
No, I do want to thank, because when you sent me the topic, I was like, oh, here we go.
Tell
but
me
I
why, real
appreciate why what?
Why was you sighing when I sent you the topic? I know why, but do you want to share?
Because
Uh-oh. Nee, you left us?
Come back.
Okay, so everybody's saying fly her out.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this. And Tori gonna come with her. She says she coming too. This is my second time tuning in, and this is truly my favorite one. So fun and knowledgeable. I love that, Jazz. Definitely, Jazz. Make sure Jazz is one of my babies that go to church with me.
Okay.
She's I think Jazz is maybe 17.
Hi,
18.
Jazz.
She is incredible. She's an incredible youth minister. I love Jazz. So thank you for tuning in, Jazz. I appreciate you. I don't know where Nee went.
Oh, Nee.
Okay, that's okay. So we're going to keep going because we got to end the show. We are, y'all know what time our show ends. And Charlie let us go this far, so we appreciate Charlie. She is texting me. Her phone died. That's okay. So we'll just keep going. All right. So you guys see our bring Miss Nee. Our Cash App is on the screen. Cash App is put up here for anybody that wants to donate to My Sister Circle. Again, you guys know that we are doing some things a little different. We wanted to make sure that we promote women and do things like that. So next week we'll have a guest. Next week I'll be out of town, but you guys still see me in remotely. You guys see me and Nee. Nee will be with us all month.
Yay.
Okay, she'll be our guest host all month. I thought it was just so incredible that appreciated Nee's spirit and Nee's energy just as much as I do. So we definitely agreed that she had to be our guest host for the month of August. And I know you guys loved her energy.
Maybe for the month of September.
You listen. You see, I was thinking
I love
the same
her.
thing.
I really do.
Okay, so next month also, just get ready. Be ready to hear that we are going to be in Atlanta doing a show next month. Me and O will be there. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm not gonna.
Yay!
You back? Okay, cool. So we're closing out. So next month, me and O will be in Atlanta doing My Sister Circle. We will keep you guys updated with the details. Nee will be guest hosting with us the rest of August, and we kind of plugged you in and was like September too. So, we'll talk to Nee. We'll get Nee and talk to her. But guys, definitely look forward to Nee doing the spoken word segment. I mean, talking about like a whole thing. We're going to put something together that's super, super dope for Nee because we definitely want that. It's just so soothing.
I love it.
All right. So our Cash App was on the screen. That's what I was telling you guys. So you guys are free to donate anything, drop any type of seed to us, and we will appreciate you.
Yes.
If you want to be a sponsor, make sure that you reach out to us so that we can get you set up to be a sponsor to advertise on the show. Any commercials that you guys want to advertise or be a sponsor, just make sure that you reach out to me. If you guys seen Tori's, Victoria Winters, promotional commercial that we played, that is, that's things that we do. We play commercials that you can just promote. So if you guys have a business and anything that you want to sponsor, just reach out to me or O. And if you see Charlie in the streets, you can ask him about it too. Okay? Yeah. All right. So you guys have a wonderful night. The show is over. It is Thursday and it is 8:30.
Flew by.
I gotta get to my daughter's football game, guys. My daughter is a cheerleader, and she got Midnight Madness today, and I gotta get there.
All right, we gotta go. You guys be good. Have the great rest of your week.
It's 8:30. We hungry.
Oh yeah, amen. Bye.
Bye, Nee.
Bye.